Now, this episode is going to be a huge shout out to the legend that is Michael J. Fox. Obviously, we have spoken about him, and you know, there's so many of his movies that we could have done as a throwback. But we'd like to think this is more of a, you know, it's on Dad's Net. It's a family-based podcast. We've already spoken about Back to the Future.
It was supposed to be a nothing film. It was supposed to be absolutely nothing. I don't even know if it was supposed to get a cinema release. It was a B movie, basically.
It was, yeah. Now, obviously, you know, huge shout out to the Back to the Future trilogy. I think it'll go down easily as one of the greatest trilogies
You've all seen
ever.
Definitely.
And then you've got,
but they've all seen it, definitely, within the past 5 years. You've seen it.
Now, there's one movie now that's actually had a little bit of a rebirth in terms of it's been, I think there was a show recently and then there was a movie on Paramount Plus recently. But this absolute gem came out in August 1985, and it's one that I think a lot of your children, if you have children, will not have seen. So it's teenage misfit is initially dismayed to learn he is a werewolf, but soon realises his hereditary curse has its advantages. It is the legend that is Michael J. Fox, and it is Teen Wolf. Now, this is such a great film and such a great role for the man, the myth, the legend, Michael J. Fox. It's one of those that we always talk about, just like, no one else could have done this. No one else at this time, in this kind of movie, with this kind of budget, could have done what Michael J. Fox did. But I'm going to throw it over to you, Cockney John. You've got a couple of minutes now. People have always asked us, they jump on the group and they say, oh, we really like when you recommend family movies. You know, no one wants to show their 8-year-old American Pie. So this is one where you can, you firmly can share this legendary 80s movie with your family. So Teen Wolf, Cockney John, why should people watch it?
It's just so good. It's not a so bad it's good. It's so good it's good. It was low budget, but it just proved what having, you know, that classic story. It's the American dream, isn't it, basically? It's facing adversity and coming out on top. And Hollywood's found millions of ways to do that. But what a great way of doing it. Getting the hottest actor in the world at the time, who happened to become the hottest actor in the world at the time, accidentally, while they were making the film. Like, they lucked out so much. But my God, is it a good film? It's full of excitement. It's, you know, it's got your girlfriend, it's got the sports, it's got the winning, it's got the sort of getting a bit too cocky, flying a bit too close to the sun, and then having to be brought down a peg or two. It's just, it's, you know, we've seen the story, but this was the first time, I think, that they did it, or that they did it right, at least, you know, for our generation. I reckon this was probably the first of that sort of teen high school comedy drama ilk, you know, that started all the Brat Pack and stuff like that. This could be the first one.
And that's a very that's a very fair point. So if you've got an Amazon Prime subscription, you can watch that right now. We'd love to hear from you. If you do
watch it with your kids.
There'll be a lot of people listening to this.
Watch it with your kids. I watched it with Oshi. Yeah. He loved it. With the first sort of 5 minutes, he went, "This looks well old," and I was like, "You're about to witness something incredible, boy. Sit down, shut up, and watch." And by the end, he was, you know, like as if he was Michael Jordan, jumping about the couch trying to make 3-pointers and stuff. He loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Well, that is a hell of a recommendation from Adam and Cockney John's Big Movie Podcast this week. So we hope you do check out Teen Wolf. Like I said, Amazon Prime subscription if you want to watch that. And little sneaky, Teen Wolf 2 is one of the first starring roles for a very famous Jason Bateman. But just throwing it out
it's
there,
rubbish.
Teen Wolf 2
yeah, I mean, Jason Bateman's normally amazing in everything, but God, he was crap.